Jim Bauer with PuroClean Restoration Specialists. Every day we receive phone calls from folks who have experienced water damage. It represents the majority of the work we do. A lot of the events that occur in people's homes are just everyday leaks. It could be a piece of copper that is leaking in a wall. It could be a supply line to a toilet or underneath the kitchen sink. But these are the things that happen. And let me give you a couple of to-dos and a few don'ts as far as things to be aware of when this occurs in your home. And we say it's not a question of if it's going to occur, it's a question of when it's going to occur. So being aware of these things and being prepared can be really beneficial. So first and foremost, turn off the water. And that sounds simple. Sometimes it is, sometimes it's a little more difficult. But most of the supply lines in your home have an accessible shutoff valve. And if you can turn the shutoff valve and stop the flow of water, you've taken a great first step towards fixing the situation. And after you've got the water shut off, you may find sometimes these valves don't work perfectly. If there's still some water, you might have to go out to your meter box out at the street. And you may already have the special key that you need to unlock that, or the device or a channel lock that you can use to turn off the water out at the meter. That's the most assured way to stop the flow of water in your home. If you're really in a pinch, the utility departments can come out and they can help you, or the fire department can come out and they can help you, or we can help you. We've got the tools on all of our vans to help shut off the water out at the street. So what else could you be doing? You have to be very careful. Depending on what leaked and what damage has occurred, the last thing that we want to see is a bad situation get worse. So you need to look out for your personal safety. If water is coming through your ceiling, you need to be mindful that drywall, when it's soaking wet with water, or the insulation that might be soaking wet, is heavy. And there's always the fear, the possibility that there's going to be a collapse. So be very careful of that. Anything that is electrical, if you've got water coming down through a light fixture, you don't want to use that light fixture. If you've got a wet vac and you can use that to remove some water, that's a good thing to do as long as the wet vac is in good operating condition. You need to be very mindful of the condition of the cord. The last thing you want to be doing is taking a cut electrical cord and running it through water. So electricity and water, obviously, always a concern. Anything that you can be doing to get water out of your home is beneficial. And that can be as simple as blotting it up. It can be using a wet vac. It can be using a squeegee. But the more water in liquid form that you can get out of your home, the better. And then call PuroClean. This is what we do. There's what you know has occurred, and there's what we fear has occurred. Water that's on the carpet or water that's on the wood flooring or the tile, that's very obvious to folks. We're also even more concerned with where water has gone behind baseboards, in wall cavities, underneath cabinets, all the difficult places to find. And that's really what we focus on. It's called structural drying. So please give us a call. We hope this doesn't happen to you, but if it does, we can help.